movie and Christian Grey first took his shirt off, the whole crowd lost their minds.
Okay.
Have you become accustomed yet to all the excitement around this movie?
Yeah, I mean, it's the first time that it was kind of palpable was the fan screening we did on Friday morning. And there's like 1,000 fans in the theatre in New York. And so I was actually in the theatre when the final scene was on, so I was able to see people react to the ending and everything. And it was, there was a lot of energy in the room, and it felt like people responded well to it, which was pleasing, obviously.
If you've read the book, you'll know what to expect under the sheets. On set, both actors had to come to terms with filming such intimate scenes.
I understand a lot of it was shot on a closed set, is that right? Still, what was that like? You were in some pretty vulnerable positions. I mean, literally just hanging there sometimes with everything on show. Tell me what that was like.
Just different. It was just different than, like, anything I've ever done before.
He was a true gentleman, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Of course. Looked after you?
Of course, yeah. He was really protective and trustworthy.
I think she's in a more vulnerable state than I was, especially, you know, the Red Room stuff, and you know, we'd both not be wearing a lot, but like she's like totally naked and tied to a bed, which makes total sense when the cameras are on and it's in context with the story. But when they say cut, she just becomes a girl who's naked and tied to a bed, which imagine how vulnerable you must feel in that. So I was quick to, you know, put a robe over her, untie her, you know, because people are going off to have their lunch and she's still like tied to the bed, you know what I mean? So,
will you let your parents see this movie?
I don't know. I've been thinking about it more recently. For a while I was like, no, definitely not. But I feel, you know, I've been working so hard on this film for a year and a half, and I want them to see what I've been working on, and I think they would be proud, but I also at the same time, because of some of the parts, I think it might be inappropriate. Why am I here, Christian?
You're here because I'm incapable of leaving you alone.
9 months from now, there might be a bit of a 50 Shades baby boom. What do you think about that? Think people will go home and try this out on Valentine's Day?
Potentially. I mean, let's talk again in 9 months. But,
what would your advice be to someone wanting to go home and get the Red Room going?
You know, I would just, I think that's all good if people want to do that, you know.
Fans in Australia, I think like everywhere, are losing their minds over this movie. When are you likely to come down and pay us a visit?
I've only been to Australia once, and I'm dying to get back there. And I just did Sydney and the Whitsundays, but I want to go to Melbourne, I want to go to Adelaide and Byron Bay, and there's so many places in Australia I'd love to get to.
How can we get you there?
Well, probably an invite would be the way to start. But
Can I give you that invite?
Yeah.
I can invite you.
Yeah, go for it. What's the deal?
Would you like to come to Australia?
Yeah.
Immediately. Bring the family.
I don't think I can come right this second, but I will definitely get to
As soon
Australia.
as this movie's over, come on down.
I'll be there, yeah.
I don't know if I can be with him the way he needs me to. Say I did stay. What would happen?
Now, the director